It was a story that I saw. I was alerted. I stopped and read it. It's an incredible body of reporting. Take me through it.
Well, thank you very much. Yes, we really looked at what has changed with ICE enforcement leading up to this and the marching orders that they're getting from the White House. Stephen Miller, as you mentioned earlier, had this meeting in late May where he told agents from around the country that not enough people were being deported and that their focus should not be on criminals and on the target list that they've traditionally used, but on just going out and finding anyone who's in the country illegally and deporting them. And he said, why don't you try Home Depot and why don't you try 7-Eleven? And lo and behold, here, just weeks later, we saw the targeting of Home Depots in LA.
Elizabeth, what is the, is there anyone in the room, I guess, that would point out the lack of precedent or the lack of appropriateness for Stephen Miller to be directing law enforcement activity from the West Wing?
I can't really speak to the appropriateness of it, but we lay out in the story a number of things that have changed operationally at ICE for different reasons. Some directives from above and some things that have just changed sort of on a grassroots level on the ground. And that includes agents no longer needing to stick to their targets, being able to arrest anyone they encounter, being able to arrest people in sensitive locations like courtrooms, schools, hospitals. We're seeing them frequently do masked arrests now and really using these splashy shows of force.
Elizabeth, let me read from that part of the reporting. You write, federal agents make warrantless arrests. Masked agents take people into custody without identifying themselves. Plainclothes agents in at least a dozen cities have arrested migrants who showed up to their court hearings. Across the U.S., people suspected of being in the country illegally are disappearing into the federal detention system without notice to families or lawyers, according to attorneys, witnesses, and officials. In Coral Springs, Florida, at least 8 agents in tactical gear, shields and rifles, surrounded a home with guns raised to arrest a father with no criminal history. In Irvine, California, ICE agents drove a phalanx of military vehicles in the Orange County suburbs to arrest a person, though not for illegal immigration. They were seeking a resident's son who had allegedly posted flyers alerting neighbors to the presence of ICE agents. How widespread and how lacking in facts and evidence before all these kinds of aggressive tactics take place is the current operation?
You know, we're seeing these examples pop up all over the country. We're seeing them pop up in a lot of different contexts. And in many cases, the Trump administration and ICE officials themselves are not hiding what they're doing. They're proud of it. They're posting on social media videos of them smashing car windows and surrounding people with guns and the like. And there's a reason for that. It's a strategy to convince people to leave the country, to convince people not to come here in the first place. And they are leaning on these splashy shows of force. So I don't think we've seen the end of them.